Hey Terry, it's Brody from Pacific Toyota here, just to give you a quick high definition virtual tour on the lovely Mitsubishi Outlander. Just before I do that, a little bit about us. So we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. We do have two used vehicle yards here, one where I'm standing at 77 Mulgrave Road, the other one about 2 kilometres down our main road at 235 Mulgrave Road. Just next to that, we also have Toyota brand new vehicles and Lexus of Cairns. And as you can see, just up those stairs is our little showroom just up there. But without going too much further into us, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour of this lovely Outlander. What I want to do for you first is just basically give you an exact idea of the condition of the car, and then I'll jump inside and give you a rundown, a few of the features in there. As you can see, just under the bonnet here, it's all nice and clean. Everything's as it should be. Now, starting through the bonnet here, I did notice there's a bit of a stone chip just here. Anything like that, I can have brush touched for you. So if that is a major concern, please do let me know. And I can have a look at getting that brush touched as well. There are a couple of very tiny little stone chips just there. Anything like these, again, I can have brush touched. Otherwise, the bonnet's really good. A couple of very light little stone chips just there and there as well though. All right, coming down this front right-hand guard, that's all nice and clean. A couple of very minor little stone chips there as well. Through the front right-hand wheel, no gutter rash or anything through there. And a ton of tread left in that tyre. As you can see, it looks nearly brand new. Coming down the front bar, as you can see, there's a couple of very light little stone chips. Like I said, anything like that, I can have brush touch with that glossy red that the lovely Outlander has. The rest of the front bar, though, is all nice and clean. A couple of very, very light little scratches just there. On the front left-hand guard, you can see there's a tiny little stone chip just there. Same deal, I can have that brush touch for you. Otherwise, all nice and clean. Same as the other side, heaps of tread left in that tyre. And a nice clean wheel as well, no gutter rash or anything there. Now, I'll work my way up through the roof. Now, obviously, as you can see there, it has been discounted from $33,990, $1,000 down to $32,990. Obviously, already providing great value for the Outlander. No cracks in the windscreen or anything. There is a bit of a stone chip just on the roof here. Again, anything like that, I can have brush touched for you and fixed up. So if that is a major concern, do let me know and I can have a look into getting that fixed up for you. A lot of people get worried about hail damage. I'll give you a good look through here. You can see there's no hail damage through the roof of this vehicle. We also do provide car history reports that say they've never been written off, stolen, or owe anyone else any money. So as you can see, it is an all-wheel drive in the Outlander, so you will get that sticker on the back of the windscreen. Coming through the rear door, as you can see, it's all nice and clean through there. Jumping through the rear bar now. Just a bit of dust on there. No marks or anything. In the rear bar, just on the back here, you can see there's a couple of light little chips just in the back. I can have those brush touched as well, but obviously I just wanted to point them out for you, just so you know they're there. Would have obviously been from someone just pulling out luggage or anything like that through the back door. All right, now through the left-hand rear wheel, that's all nice and clean. There's a couple of light little marks just on the wheel there, as you can see. But otherwise, no gutter rash or anything like that around the wheel. Heaps of tread left in that back tyre there. Coming up through this left-hand rear quarter, there is a bit of a scratch here. I think the guys have tried to polish that out, but it was a little bit deeper, so I did just want to point that out. And just on the fuel cap there, just so you know, that is in there in the paint. All right, I'll work my way up through the left-hand tops of the doors, and then I'll work my way back through the doors as well. All right, there is a light little rub mark just here on the mirror. Just wanted to point that out for you. Through the doors, they're all nice and clean. There's a light little scratch just there and there. That was a bit of dust, but just a light little scratch on that left-hand front door there as well. Coming through the left-hand rear, a couple of light little marks just there. Did just want to point those out to you as well. I can have a crack at getting those buffed out, but not sure if they'll come out completely, so I did just want to point those out for you there. What I'll do is I'll jump into the back here for you, and then I'll work my way around the right-hand side. obviously a 7 chair in these Outlanders, but they do fold flat into the floor. So if you're not using all 7 chairs, you do get a pretty big boot space in place of the 7 chairs. So that's a really good feature to have in these Outlanders. But to also still have the capability, if you do need to take an extra couple of people, you do have that ability there as well. The rear seats look like they've barely been sat in. There's a couple of light little marks just on the inside of the doors there. Sorry, not the doors, the inside of these seats here. Just wanted to point everything out for you there. Fold these seats back flat. There's a little bit of dust just in the back here. We do open the doors during the day, so people can come in and have a look, so that's just why that's like that. All right, I'll go through this right-hand rear wheel first. No marks or anything through there, and heaps of tread. So all 4 tires have plenty of tread left in the tires, and the wheels are all nice and clean as well. There's a light little stone chip just in this back quarter. Again, I can have that brush touched for you too. Now again, I'll come up through the tops of these doors and then I'll go back through the bottoms as well. They're all nice and clean. There is just a tiny little stone chip just on the inside of that pillar there. I can have that brush touched for you as well. Light little scratch just on the mirror there. Nothing major. I did just want to make sure I'm pointing everything that I can out for you so you know the exact condition. Very light little stone chip there and there on the driver's door. Couple of light little scratches just above that door, which obviously someone's probably tried to put the key in to unlock it and obviously missed a couple of times. There is a couple of light little marks just on the inside of that door. Obviously I can have those brush touched as well. Coming through the rear door, it's all nice and clean. There's a couple of very minor scratches through there. I can have a crack at getting those buffed as well, and a couple of deeper scratches just there, so they probably wouldn't come out with a buff. I can feel them in my fingernails, but I just did want to point those out to you as well. Coming through the rear door card, as you can see, it's all nice and clean. There's a couple of very light little marks just on there, but otherwise all good. Coming through the rear carpet here, that's all nice and clean, same as the other door card over there. Through the seats in the back, no stains or anything. They're all nice and clean. And the backs of the front seats as well, they're all nice and tidy. Light little mark just in the back of that seat. And as you can see, you've got your rear aircon vents in the back here as well. Jumping into the front now, through the driver's door card, that's all nice and tidy as well. Obviously got your window and mirror controls on the driver's door card, as well as your central locking there as well. Coming through the driver's floor, there's a couple of light little marks just on that kick card, as to be pretty expected in a used vehicle, but otherwise that floor is all nice and clean too. Now I did just want to see, there's a tiny little stain just in that driver's seat. Obviously it's not too bad, but I did want to point that out for you there. Coming up through the front passenger seat, that's all nice and tidy as well, same as the carpet in there. And that passenger's front door card's all nice and clean as well. So I will jump into the car now. It does have just the one key at the moment. We could possibly get a second key if it turns up, but I can't obviously guarantee that. But if it does, all we do if you do proceed to buy the car is, if that spare key does turn up, we just obviously freight it to you as well. All right, starting the vehicle up there, as you can see, no engine lights or anything on there. All those lights clear straight off. 48,659 kilometers, as you can see just there on the dash. Steering wheel, you've got your volume controls just here and your modes through there, and your Bluetooth buttons there. Cruise control and that limit control if you do use it. You can see both of them on the dash just there. Nice and easy to use as well. You got your traction control just on that side, and your collision sensor there as well. Alright, coming up through the Outlander, you do have the nice touchscreen on here. Now, a few of these do have a bit of an issue with the touchscreen. Now, all we do with them is basically, if they do have this issue, like this one does, a bit of the touchscreen doesn't work, all you do is basically call Mitsubishi and they cover it all under warranty. So I actually have an ASX myself and got mine replaced under warranty. If you do have any questions at all about that, feel free to ask, because I've been through that process and it's pretty easy. So I just wanted to point that out as well, which is it's in basically most late model Mitsubishi ASXs and Outlanders. Now aircon's pretty easy and simple. Dual zone climate, so you can control the passenger's temperature different to the driver's, and your fan speed and modes through there. Automatic transmission, so you obviously have your park, reverse, neutral and drive. Nice and simple. A nice well finish in these Outlanders as well. You've got that 4-wheel drive button there as well, so it does obviously lock that center diff, and it is a constant all drive, so if you just leave it on auto, it's nice and easy to use. Automatic park brake as well, so if you just push that down, that handbrake comes back off, pull it back up, that handbrake goes straight back on. Now normally they are a little bit longer, a clip must have broke or something in there. If that's a major concern, let me know. It's still obviously all usable, but if that's a major concern to you, I can have a look at getting that replaced as well, so that's no issue at all. But basically what I'll do for you is I'll jump out of the car and give you one last look around the vehicle, just to, I guess, give you one last overlook. But if you did have any questions at all, anything that you might be concerned about, just let me know. Otherwise, I really hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope I've been, I guess, as honest as I can. And obviously, if this Mitsubishi Outlander is for you, please give me a call, as I'd love to help you out. If not, I'm sure I could find you another car as well. So I'm glad you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you soon.